Yo YouTube, so today Sparkle has finally came live. You're probably looking at the best harmony slash support character in all of Honkai Star Rail and probably in the future. Sparkle is basically just like another version of Bronya, but maybe even better. I mean, if you look at her, we could go over her stats right now. She's pretty broken in a good way. We'll just go over. So she does basic attack for her support or her talent. While Sparkle's on the field, additionally increases the maximum number of skill points by 2. When an ally consumes a skill point, all allies' damage dealt increases by 3%. This lasts for 2 turns and stacks up to 3 times. So this is just level 1. So I'm guessing level 10 is probably 10 to maybe even 15%. I don't have it, so I can't really say, but maybe even probably just 10%. I don't think it's gonna be 15. 15 is kind of nuts. But it lasts for 2 turns and it can stack up to 3 times, which is pretty crazy. Her support, her skill, which is probably her bread and butter. She increases crit damage to a single target by 12% of Sparkle's crit damage plus 27%. This lasts for 1 turn, and at the same time, it advances the ally's action by 50%. When Sparkle uses this ability on herself, the action advance effect will no longer trigger. So that makes kind of sense. I think Bronya's, she gives you, for her skill, she gives you, I think, attack. I can't really check. Well, yeah, I could check. It's fine. I think she gives attack on her skill. So she debuffs and she just makes you go first and she gives you 50% attack, which I think is probably going to be, it's more than, oh wow. So it's probably 65% once you level this up. The good thing about it is, well, I think this is this her E? Yeah, there's 50. Okay, never mind. I was going to say the good thing about it is at least you get a skill point, but that's her E1. So I think that's the only difference between Sparkle and Bronya, is that Sparkle is able to do this only on one person. So I think that's why it gives you so many skill points. Like, it'll give you more maximum number of skill points because this only lasts for 1 turn. So it kind of makes sense. Her ultimate recovers 4 skill points for the team and grants all allies Cypher. For allies with Cypher, each stack of damage boost effect provided by Sparkle's talent additionally increases by 6%. That's pretty good. This will increase more, and so you're basically doing 9% attack with her talent and with her ultimate for 2 turns. Right? Yeah, for 2 turns. So after you use her ultimate, you're gonna get 9% for 2 turns. Her technique, which is pretty cool technique, once she uses the technique, grants all allies misdirect for 20 seconds. Characters with misdirect will not be detected by enemies, and entering the battle in the misdirect state recovers 3 skill points for the team. That's pretty good. And they get a maximum of 7 skill points, and this recovers 3. So you're basically full always. I think the reason why they did this is just because of this. You're gonna keep using her skill. You're not really gonna be using her basic attack at all. So I probably wouldn't level that up. So this is kind of weird. So you're just leveling up these, but mostly this and this. So if you want to do 888, I would probably put these 2 at 10 and this is at 8. But obviously, you might as well just max it out. But I would focus on these 2, to be honest. I'm not really much of a number guy, so I don't really know the numbers. But like, these 2 are probably her best piece. Because this is only 3% and this is 6% at level 1. It's going to be 20%, let's say at max level this is 20%. This is probably going to be 15. So I would probably focus on these 2 and then this. Don't worry about this, and then just grab everything else. We could look at her Lycon. I don't see a worth in Lycon. The only Lycon I got was Jing Liu's because I like the design and it's pretty good for how it is. Let me check out her light cone. I haven't really seen anything. It's pretty cool looking though. Increases the wearer's crit damage by 32. At the start of the battle, the wearer gains mask lasting for 3 turns. While the wearer has mask, the wearer's allies have their crit rate increased by 10 and their crit damage increased by 28 for every 1 skill point the wearer recovers, including a skill point that they exceeded the limit. They gain 1 stack of Radiant Flame, and when the wearer has 4 stacks of Radiant Flame, all the stacks are removed and they'll gain mask lasting for 4 turns. That's pretty freaking OP. What the hell? She'll gain 60% crit damage. She'll give her allies 14% and their crit damage will be 56. Jesus Christ. That's good, but I think that's only good for her. I think. Let me check. I don't know. Not sure if any character uses crit damage, especially Harmony characters. Does she use crit damage? I don't know her. Oh, she does use crit damage, so it's good for her. So she's probably better than Bronya. Oh, man, that makes me want to get her, but I don't have enough things to get her. Let me see what this is. Oh my god. Oh my god, thank the Lord. Can I get more fuel though? Off topic, but whatever. Dude. She's really good. I mean, at this point, everyone has a Bronya. But if you're that 1% who doesn't have a Bronya, I would 100% recommend her. She's good, but I would put her in selected teams. Let me see what character she's good for. I don't think there's gonna be any character that's... So she's definitely good for Dan Heng and probably Lune. Jingli is weird because you're not really using that much skill points. So having more skill points is good, but you're not really using that much. Blade, you're not using that much. Seele, maybe? But Seele is kind of trash now. Dr. Ratio, yes. I think he's good just because he uses a lot of skill points. His E abilities, you're only using his E ability. Topaz, I'm not sure about her. None of these guys. None of them unless you're doing Kafka crit rate crit damage. None. And so honestly, she's probably only good. If you have a Babylone, 100%, right? No question asked. And Babylone, 100%. If you have anybody else, I mean, Seele, Dr. Ratio is probably the best bet. If you have Jingliu, I probably wouldn't recommend it unless you don't have a Bronya. Blade, I wouldn't recommend it unless you have a Bronya. I mean, if you have a Bronya, I wouldn't recommend it. If you have a Bronya, I wouldn't recommend it. Not sure about Topaz. I don't know much about her. Genie 1, probably not. That's it. So she's kind of works for selected teams. Like, I would probably put her, if I had been Babylone, I would do Babylone, Sparkle, Gepard, and then Silver Wolf. Or I'll do Babylone, Yukong, Sparkle, Gepard, Fushuan, Bailu, Luocha, stuff like that. Like, the support doesn't matter because you're basically doing millions of damage. With 2 Harmony characters is pretty broken. So if you have Sparkle and Yukong with Babylone, you don't really need an Abundance or Preservation character. But yeah, I'm probably not gonna go get her. She's really good, but I just don't have anything like to upgrade her. Should I get her for my other account just to test her out? I have enough to basically max her. So she gives crit damage, skill point. Well, she could give her skill points. Okay, I might get her from my preservation account just to try her out. But yeah, that's all we're gonna be looking at. Good luck to anyone who's pulling. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.